Hello traders, my name is Elias Benjamin and I'm here with Deep Pockets. So in this is going to be a little bit of a unique video, and what I'm going to do in this video is just go through our current positions in the market and tell you what to expect and what we are targeting and where we entered the positions. Like just full transparency rundown on how our positions are running on MetaTrader. Okay. So let's start off with Australian dollar, US dollar. We have a short position on it. So when did we enter a short on this currency pair? So when we entered short was around, let me go back to the 4-hourly chart. So when we entered short on this currency pair was around right here, somewhere around this area. So what you guys have to understand that we trade a bit different, not a bit, but completely different from how a lot of traders, like the vast majority, 99% of traders, trade in this market. We trade completely different. We do not trade with stop losses, and instead of stop losses, we manage our risk completely different in another way. So we entered short here, expecting the market to reject from these previous resistance. Previous support and resistance here. We got a small drop, but then the market shot up. We're actually impressed by this run by the Australian dollar, but we held our trades in all this, and we knew that at some point the market was going to come down. However, when the market was running up like this, we actually had let me just, where are those positions? Okay, as you can see here, so as you can see here, we actually have a Australian dollar New Zealand short as well. Like these positions, we're all running at the same time. Okay. No, actually, some got executed a bit later than others, but most of them are at the same time. So when this was running up, we're actually having profits on this Australian dollar New Zealand short. So okay. So fast forward today, we're slightly in profit. We held the loss all the way from here. We didn't enter new positions when the market was up here. But however, we expect to enter new positions, new short positions if the market comes up here and or even just consolidates here, and then we're gonna enter new short positions to to target the lows here. Okay. Maybe we're gonna hedge in, we're gonna lock in some profits when we reach this point here, but we expect the markets to even go lower than this. Okay. Either the market is gonna range here and then create some sort of bearish flag, how people call it, and then we're gonna short, or if the market comes up the trend line here, and then we're gonna enter new short positions. Okay. Then next up is Australian dollar Japanese yen. Is more like the same. We had similar positions. It was more like the same. So yeah, exactly. We entered our shorts somewhere here in this area, and we held the loss. We knew that the market was gonna. Well, something I didn't show on the other pair is that on the Australian dollar, US dollar, Australian dollar, United States dollar, is that there was we expected the market to go up, take out a lot of shorts, because the Australian dollar was heavily shorted, and we knew that the market was going to come down at some point. So we held the loss. We entered somewhere in this area here. As you can see, we expected the market to come down from here, but it didn't. It went up. We held the loss. We actually in a net loss for a long time, but with this strategy we never close a net loss. Like if you put all the positions together, if you create the sum of all the positions, we never close. It's either break even or it's in profit. So not going against our strategy, we were patient, we waited, and then the markets were slightly in profits now. As you can see, we entered right around this resistance here, which got broken. We're slightly in profit now. We are waiting for the market maybe to come up here and test this crucial resistance and then go much lower. And we're gonna have some new shots in here, okay? And that's about it. All right, and let's go to the next. What we have? What do we have here? We have Australian, New Zealand. Okay, Australian, New Zealand. This was a nice shot. We entered a long time ago. Yeah, if I can remember well, we entered right after this candle here. Okay, we entered right around here when this support got broken. We entered right here, fluctuated a bit around in a loss, and then from there it just tumbled. This was a strong resistance. This is a weekly resistance. So we are in profits in this one. We didn't really go into a loss, so we are like 130 pips in profits. So that's about it on this one. Okay, now comes the New Zealand dollar. Now comes the New Zealand dollar that's really keeping our positions in not so much of a grade, not so much in profit, because the New Zealand dollar is expected to hike profits. But we're in a short on this one as well. We're in a short. I think we entered a short on this one from this. I think we entered somewhere around here as well. So on this one, we're still in a loss. We're still in a loss because we entered short around here. This one was a bit emotional, but we stick to our strategy, and we were in a loss all the way here, and yeah, we watched how a distribution was occurring here, and expected that this was going to drop soon. It also hit major resistance areas. If we go just on the daily chart, and then if you just take this high here and then this one. Let me just take for example this one. We take this high here and then connect it with this high here, and then you go down here. We knew that this is a strong resistance, and if you just take something like the same line and then take something like this and then put it down here, touch point, and then several touch points here, struggled here. So we expect this, even though it's holding us in a loss currently, we expect this to come below our entry point. This is our entry point, so we expect this to come lower and even much lower. Okay, next up, what do we have? I think we have next up we have New Zealand Japanese yen. Same thing as in New Zealand US dollar pair. So let's go straight to the yen, because oh, by the way, we also still in a loss on this one. I think we entered right here. We entered right here. We're expecting market to come down. It broke this resistance, but then again, there's a strong resistance area where we watched the market distribute and come here. Okay, maybe because the New Zealand is expected to raise interest their funds rate pretty soon. Maybe if it comes to break even, we might completely hedge the trade and just keep other trades open. So let's go in our other currency that we're in. This we are in a long. This we're getting mixed signal on this one, but we are actually our final verdict on this one is that we expect the market to go up. So we're in a long, just around the same area. We were slightly in a loss here, and then it went up again at break even, and maybe we expect the market to go much higher. Okay, all right, and then if we come to our Then we come to USD CAD. I think the next pairs, USD CAD, Japanese yen, a long, short, long. I think these are the positions that we are overall in a profit. Okay, but with this one we entered right around, I think, somewhere here, if not here, a long. We entered a long. We suffered this loss here, but we held it, and now we are in a big profit. Okay, we're in a big profit, and yeah. And then CAD Japanese yen, we're also in a profit. CAD Japanese yen, after this here we entered right here, so we held all the loss all the way here, and then we knew the market was going to come down, and now we are in a profit all the way here. We expect the market to come on the daily. If we come on the daily, we expect the market to see this strong resistance area that has all these touch points. We expect the market to come also down here to this trend line and break this massive head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder right here. If it breaks, maybe you can even adjust this trend line just to touch this point, and then we can expect the market to come down here. Okay, so that's about it. I think what's left, we have EuroCAD left along. EuroCAD long, I think we entered right around here. We went into a slight loss because we entered somewhere just around here. I expected this support to hold. We entered here, went into a loss a bit, and market rallied up, and I expect this one to go higher as well. I just think the CAD is a bit weak at this point. And the last one is Australian pound Aussie. Pound Aussie, this is a new position. I think just entered maybe this morning. Yeah, this morning we entered long here. We entered long here when this broke as one small position, and then we got this engulfing candle here, and then we entered another long just right here. Okay, another positions that we have is Aussie dollar CAD long. I think this is our last one. We entered long after this trend line broke somewhere here, got broken and tested, and now we are long, just taking advantage of the Canadian dollar weakness. Okay, guys, this is all what I have for you. Just a little bit insight on what our positions are doing, on how our positions are doing. I'll come back to give you guys normal analysis that you guys expect with stop losses and so on, and targets. Okay, but I hope this was nice look for you guys. Okay, for you guys. And yeah, so you can actually see that the 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 Canadian dollar is pulling back a bit, but yeah, maybe pulling back to this support here, and then we can just expect this one to go a lot higher. So yeah, thank you guys, and see you in the next videos. Give me a thumbs up and tell me what you think. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.